I'm gonna talk about drugs.
Mother of God.
Yes, drugs. I've hung around people who took drugs, and it's really hard to watch someone that is really close to you take them, especially when they're eroding themselves due to the life they had. Now, I am never, ever, ever gonna try drugs because...
Drugs, mate, it's a mug's game.
Yeah, I'd listen to Camcorder if I were you, really. Drugs are a mug's game. But I have come across a few channels that do experiment with drugs, especially the ones that are pretty much gormless zombies. You know, guys like these.
And this is how you hit the bong. And destroy your life. Cause it's fun. And that's
one more time because you know you can't just hit it one time.
Yeah, you can't just hit it one time.
You gotta hit it twice.
Yeah, constantly.
Cocaïne ga je heel goed praten, je bent heel scherp, heel bij de hand. Luisteren is ietsjes minder. Jezus. Smaakt echt heel chemisch. Het prikt een beetje in je neus. Ja, nu maar wachten dat ik iets voel.
Yeah, let's not go down that route. But I want to talk about a channel that has made a cluster of these short clips about what drugs apparently do to you. Scientology. You've probably heard of that thing, religion, or whatever the hell it is nowadays. But some years ago, around the year of 2008 or 7 or... well, I don't know when they were released. They released some anti-drug paraphernalia, and let me say this right now, they are absolutely horrendous. When I say absolutely horrendous, I'm talking about the fact that they don't explain anything of what the specific drugs they're talking about actually do to you, to your body, or to anyone else around you, using assumptions and stereotypes and saying the same line at the end of every single one of the videos, saying this.
They lied, they lied, they lied.
In their attempt to rid drugs from teens, kids, and everyone else, they leave ridiculous holes the size of universes, leaving more questions than answers about the video in question and not the drug the idiots take. I mean, come on, it's not like people are gonna watch their crap and think, dear God, Mr. Mackey was right, drugs are bad.
Okay.
It's 2016, and I think people already know what can happen if you were to A, use the drug for the first time, and B, what would happen to your health after you keep using said drug. I never want to promote the use of drugs ever. In fact, that's the last thing I ever want to do in my life. But I do want to promote anti-drug laws and techniques. But Scientology's anti-drug videos are god-awful beyond belief. So what I'm going to show you now are a few of these commercials from the people of Stupid & Sons, aka Scientology, and use facts from doing something called research. So here's the first one of these videos.
They said acid would help me forget my problems.
What? Acid? Forget your problems? Are you insane? And who's they? Who was they? Was it the greasy long-haired guy from behind the street corner selling you the acid? Or was it the kid at school behind, you know, the dumpsters that said acid makes you cool and helps you forget your problems, mate? Trust me, I've tried it before, it's amazing. But let me tell you this right now. If anything, it brings back your problems. Depending on wherever you are and where you take the LSD or acid or dot, blotter, lightning flash, L, paper mushrooms, whatever the hell you want to call it, it can bring back moments of your life which are actually quite distressing. So, for example, if you're in a dark, deep, dark, whatever kind of forest. Oh yes, a haunted forest. Yes, a haunted forest will do better. If you were in a haunted forest, you'd get like monsters coming up from the ground and trees coming to life, coming to eat you and take your blood for sap. Time can sometimes slow down and colors, sounds and objects just get distorted all over the place. I mean, you could look at a truck and it would look like a clown car, for example. And guess what it can also do? It can cause depression, it can cause anxiety, it can cause severe paranoia. If you're in a bad mood, it makes things far, far worse. It elevates those problems. So if anything, it doesn't forget your problems, it makes your problems much, much worse.
There's a separate universe inside each and every one of us.
Yeah, alright, separate universe. What kind of universe? Is it a universe that includes a black hole in the side of your head? Hell, I bet you've already taken acid right now. You just looked at the cameraman and thought, my god, your ear. The inside of your ear is just another portal to another universe.
Reality is the prison of the mind, and when we die...
What? What? Okay, someone explain to me what the hell he just said there. Let's reverse that a little bit.
Reality is the prison of the mind, and when we die...
Reality is the prison of the mind? Okay, you really have been taking acid during this ad.
Black holes of our mind open up, and we're forced through the gates to infinite insanity.
You really have lost your sanity when you took the acid, dude. I mean, if anything, you need to go into a black hole more than anything. Seriously, you take acid, you're never coming back from it. At least that's in my case of sense, or whatever. Maybe I've been taking acid and, well, from the Doritos I'm eating. And probably the Mountain Dew as well.
They said LSD would help me forget my problems. They lied.
Who lied? Who lied? The guys that were selling you the stuff? If anything, you lied to yourself. You just said, oh, I think LSD might just help me forget my depression. Instead, it makes things much worse. You should have been aware. And this is one of the problems with Scientology's rubbish videos. They don't explain anything. They use assumptions and stereotypes. They made the guy look like a hippie. Hell, there was a story that on 1,000 Ways to Die at one point, and some people were taking acid. This idiot decided to jump off a springboard into an empty pool, cracking her skull because she thought it was water. Hell, if you probably watched that, maybe you'd be a hell of a lot more aware than watching this.
They said LSD would help me forget my problems. They said LSD would help me forget my problems.
And the line at the end is literally the same. Again, it's the same thing. It's the same thing over and over again. Just take a listen.
They lied.
They lied. The people who sold me the drugs lied. I don't know what I was taking, but I think it was LSD whilst making this ad. Hell, I think the cameraman lied to me when he said things were okay. Let's take a look at another stupid Scientology anti-drug video.
They said meth would help me get through my exams.
No, they didn't. They just said if you take meth, you'd have the greatest high of your life, man. So after taking one hit of meth, you're now holding a gun up in a store. Wow, I didn't know you became that addicted to the drug already. So here we go. Here are the effects of crystal meth, otherwise known as methamphetamine, glass, crank, Yabba, Tina, what? Tina and Christine? Thanks, Frank. You helped me learn a new word about crack. No, crystal meth. They did not say anything about getting through your exams. Okay, it makes you feel slightly more awake, but it doesn't do anything like that. In fact, it slows down your thinking entirely. Do you want to know what else crystal meth does to you, mate? It increases your heart rate and your blood pressure, which increases the risk of a heart attack. Especially when you're not exactly the fittest person in the world. Not this fit, I mean this fit. You know, like Usain Bolt when he runs 9.58 seconds. Thanks, Virgin Media. You gave me a reason to subscribe to your internet service. What? What? So, somehow the cops have arrived? How? They must have known all of this time he was about to rob the store after taking one hit of crystal meth. So here are a few theories on that, okay? Somehow the police are next to the store, well, the station at least. The police must have known immediately, or they must have seen it happening. So either way, this guy's luck is, oh boy. I wouldn't want to be him, especially when he takes crystal meth. That's the face of a man right there that just realised he screwed his life up so bad. Hey, officer! Wait! I was only borrowing the money. This is a bank, right? Yeah, it must be a bank. I mean, there's cigarettes and beer and chewing gum all over the place. It must be a bank. A food bank, at least. Yeah, the assumption, they lied. Of course they lied, but you guys lied as well through your teeth. You did not state anything. You just assumed that after one hit, he's gonna grab a cold python and rob a store with it. What facts did you bring there? Alright, let's take a look at another one. And this one is very specific because this one barely has anything to do with drugs at all.
He said he'd love me forever if I smoked crack with him.
And there we go. Already this has nothing to do with drugs apart from the word crack. Let me say this out loud to you now, love. He did not say, if you smoke crack with me, babe, I'd love you forever. Please smoke it with me. No, what he really said was that if you smoke crack with me, I could use you as a get out of jail free card. Seriously, I don't love you at all. I'm just manipulating you just so you can stay with me. And hopefully you get sent to jail instead of me. So I can use the next girl. And the cycle just continues on and on and on from there. Whoa. Let's rewind that just a little bit. I'm sorry, but does anyone actually get the impression that he looks like broken Matt Hardy? Hell, that probably is him, considering his drug use in the past. Hell, this advert probably inspired his character. Although, not Brother Nero or the dilapidated boat thing, because, well, they're just his ideas, apparently. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, one of the symptoms of smoking crack is sitting on a bathtub.
You got the money? Why are you asking?
Okay, a few things to know about crack. It raises the body's temperature. It makes the heartbeat much faster. It reduces your feelings of hunger, which means you'll starve without knowing. And you'll feel like you've got a very serious case of flu, which will probably lose you a few £100 at work. Here's another thing to know. Cocaine, you can actually easily overdose on it. You could also inject the crap into your system, which could introduce a whole array of diseases like HIV, hepatitis, syphilis, whatever the hell kind of diseases are bloodborne. If you keep snorting cocaine, you lose the cartilage in your nose. You know, that tiny little bone that separates both your nostrils. That's kind of important right there. Smoking the crack can cause breathing problems and pains in the chest. And if you were to keep having cocaine, it could become an expensive habit and you could potentially die from it. By a gang lord, probably. And if you were to mix cocaine with a beer, then it could make things so much worse. It could actually increase the side effects of what I just said and many, many more. And you can also overdose on cocaine much easier if you were to drink with it. So if anything, love, cocaine, well, your stupid, pathetic boyfriend is the least of your problems. Your health is in far worse condition than that. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. He's left his girlfriend to take the bait. What a loving boyfriend he is. He should really be an example of what a boyfriend should be and how a man should be. Put your hands up! Where's your boyfriend? You know, the one that just escaped through the window. Tell me now or you're arrested. Well, you're arrested anyway because I can see the crackpot next to you.
He said he'd love me forever if I smoked crack with him. He lied.
He did lie. Lied through his teeth. You want to know why? Because once again, he's a manipulative piece of crap. And you really shouldn't be hanging around with drug dealers anyway. Or drug guys. And you really shouldn't be hanging around with people who smoke drugs, let alone deal with the crap. Yeah, that's the third Scientology piece of crap video. I'm going to show you one more. Just one more to actually alleviate the anger that I have and spread it into words to soothe your ears. And hopefully you never see these ads again. At least I hope.
They said if I got drunk, I'd be one of the guys.
Oh, you'd be one of the guys, alright? You do know alcohol is technically a legal drug. I don't think Scientology know that. They just assume that alcohol is a drug, therefore it's a high. Also, you thinking that you'd be one of the guys after taking a few Copperbergs is ridiculous. I mean, I don't think you want to be Roman Reigns.
I'm not a bad guy. I'm not a good guy.
Another old taker because I was pushed too far to the top way too quickly and I needed some way to cope. Okay, is he really driving whilst he was drunk?
They said if I got drunk, I'd be one of the guys. They lied.
No, they didn't! You just said to yourself, am I okay to drive? I think I am. Yeah, let's just drive. Let's go run through a red light, get hit by an SUV. To be honest, I think Stone Cold already predicted what he drank on that night.
1 beer, 2 beers, 3 beers, a shot of whiskey, a margarita, and a Bloody Mary. And I said, Stone Cold, why have one when you can have them both?
And let me say this to you right now. It's your life. You can take as many drugs and drink as much alcohol as you please. I'm not going to be responsible for your happenings. But then again, there are people out there that actually have those massive masses in their head called brains and actually start thinking, am I okay to drive? Should I really take this? What's going to happen if I take this? And maybe those people with brains actually think, no, I'm going to step back away from that crap. I'm not going to take it. Because you want to know why? I want to stay clean. I want to get my own way of getting, you know, happy and feeling great. Like making someone laugh or helping someone out for once. Making someone smile. So anyways, that was Scientology's crap videos. At least half of them, I think. I think they made 9 of these terrible, useless, god-awful videos that barely explain anything about any facts apart from one link in the description. So thank you very much guys for watching. If you really did enjoy this, then give this one a big epic thumbs up. It really helps. And if you want to see something like this again, like maybe the other half of the crap rubbish that Scientology make, then please feel free to comment down below. And I shall see each and every one of you guys very, very much later. Well, a little history on Ricegun. He started off making life stories whilst playing Call of Duty, like pretty much every gaming YouTuber back then in 2012, and only has